So we believe that each of our customers has the right to be included and the right to be treated as an individual. We treat them with dignity, respect. Their wishes are always taken into consideration as well. There's a difference between doing something for someone and giving someone the tools to do it themselves. And we really do believe at Capability Scotland, who is my employer, that we empower people living with an impairment, physical impairment, where we don't see ourselves as carers, we're enablers.
And the more we learn our customer, and more after reading our file, and the more time we spend with them, the more for each person's individual needs, the more equipped we are to support them.
I like to think myself as honest and open and trustworthy and very approachable, and I use this in my working profession, in my working life with customers. I'd hope they'd come up to me if they had any problems or they'd like to know anything, but I'd also let them know that if they told me something that was going to harm them, that I would have to pass it on and take action with it. First and foremost thing is CLA is a duty of care to this person, and that is always in the front of my mind when I'm talking to the customers. I'd hope that they would come across and tell me things that they were worried about, they were anxious about, or just anything in general. But I'd also be listening and to their views and what they're saying to me. And if I thought that there was anything that was going to harm them, I'd act on it appropriately.
So the customers that I support, ideally I want them to live an independent life, a very happy life, to do the things that they like to do. So it's like swimming, boccia, snooker, anything that I love doing. Singing if it means joining a choir and helping them sing. Just to make them happy, feel special.
I think everybody deserves to have their needs met and to be able to stand on their own 2 feet. And obviously some people just need more help than others, but just maybe so we could just stand back a little, just make sure no harm comes their way, but so they can make their own choices and decide what they want to do themselves, instead of just assuming that they need help with every single thing. Just take a step back and let them see what they're capable of, because everybody's capable of a lot of things.
With doing a risk assessment, the customers get their independence. They know what they're capable of. We know what safeguards to put in as support staff. And if we keep an eye on them, they're able to just go about their everyday business and fulfil their potential. Safeguarding our customers is fundamental to us, and as well as safeguarding the public. We do risk assessments on an individual basis, and when we're out in the community we implement these risk assessments, and that way people can enjoy their activity and what they're doing, and it also gives them boundaries to work to and their responsibilities that they've to adhere to.
I would protect my customers by, if we are just doing something simple like going to the shop or to the post office, by making sure we're shoulder to shoulder, making sure you press the green man on the lights, getting them to check both ways, even letting them press the green man themselves, so they get into a habit of doing that. Make sure they're not talking to strangers, and just looking after them, I suppose.
Because they're trusting us obviously to look after family members, they're trusting us to look after their kids and things like that as well, so they need to have trust in our organisation for us to promote healthy risk taking as well, I suppose, so taking positive risks as well as being able to manage the risks as well. So knowing risk management, we've got obviously training for risk assessments, and the staff get trained on risk assessments. They do dynamic risk assessments when they're out and about in the community, so if they're taking a customer in somewhere, they'll do a dynamic risk assessment before even entering the building and things like that as well. So I think the customers and parents and guardians need to have trust in us for us to then be able to provide the best support we can do as well.
There's quite a few things that we do as CLAs to improve our skills, starting possibly from team meetings. We'll discuss certain individuals, what their needs are, and how we can meet these needs through different activities, different group meetings. I think what we're trying to achieve is we're trying to help our customers reach their full potential, whatever that might be. And we want to ensure that our customers are getting the best service they possibly can. And that's why it's really important to keep all your skills updated and to constantly improve and thrive to do just that little bit more for your customers.